What's going on? This is Multi Styles, and what we got here is Fight Night's Finest. Let's get ready to rumble! Fight Night's Finest. Let's step in the ring where the lights are blinded. I'm about to just knock you out. Now your mouthpiece, you cannot find it. You cannot face the weather. Warming up like May's weather. Super fast like Mayweather. You cannot put your face together. Cause my hands is lightning speed. I don't really think people wanna fight with me. You'll likely flee like Frazier from Foreman. Guaranteed tonight you'll bleed. Looking like I swiped your feet from under you. I'm like Tyson beast. I'll punish you. I don't think that there's nothing your freaks are gonna do but sleep.
What is good, boxing fans and gamers? It's your boy, Fight Night's Finest, the Sophie commentator, back with another Fight Night Champion online ranked match in the heavyweight division, man. We got those oversized 200. No, they're not oversized, but we got these 200-pound dudes meeting up in the ring. Nichols up against Mike Tyson. Now that's a decent record. That's actually a pretty good record. 281 wins, 129 losses, and 200 of his 81 wins, 177 came by way of knockout. So we're looking at a guy here who understands the game mechanics, who understands how to play the game, and then he picks Tyson. And he's going in that southpaw position. So already he's doing two things wrong. One, he's fighting southpaw with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's biggest weapon will probably be his right hand. All the right hand punches from Tyson hurt extremely hard, and to me, that left hook is kind of hard to land just because he jumps with it a little bit. The animation that comes behind it isn't always the easiest to land. So now you're switching your right hook to jumping animation where it shouldn't be. And then he's fighting on the outside. I've seen this a lot with a lot of Tyson users. They like to fight on the outside and they like to run. But the thing that you can do is you could probably out-time them. If you just look and you're patient, you can find the back end of those punches, and then that's when you can put forth your offense, by just being sporadic and by finding good places where you can go and just double up the jab or land the jab and just take advantage of the fact that they're going to have low stamina anyway. So you'll be able to find spots where you can outwork them. So for the first 2 minutes basically of this round, what I was trying to do was trying to figure out his tendencies, figure out what it was that he was going to do. Was he coming here? Was he going to come from there? Was he going to throw a 3-punch combination in this situation? Was he going to throw a 2-punch combination? Is he looking for step punches? What it is that he's looking for. And I come to find that he does like to step a lot. I also found that he will throw combinations and he will use the jab. So he's a fighter who's going to use the different tools that the game allows him to do. He's going to use the steps, but he's also going to try to stay true to boxing by throwing the combinations. And he does understand that to be on the outside, you have to throw combinations. Now, I don't think the southpaw roaming on the outside thing with Tyson is going to work, and then him trying to put forth that strategy, because Tyson will gas by round number 5, round number 6, when you're throwing combinations. So what you need to do is take advantage of the fact that my fighter, Nichols, has a bad chin. His chin is weak, his chin is garbage. It doesn't take much to knock him down. That's the first thing that he should be looking for. 2, he should be looking to see how lazy my defense is. What are my tendencies when it comes to me trying to be on the outside? Which way do I like to step? Which way do I like to move? This way he could cut the ring off and he can come back with those combinations and land the combinations. Even if he decides to take the round easy, once he starts landing a couple of good shots, it'll still work for him in a long time favor. Like I always say, don't go into a fight looking for a knockout, but neither come into a match thinking you're going to get a decision. Come into the match doing the things that you're supposed to do with the fighter and how they're designed. With Tyson, you want to be on the inside. You want to be using the jab to get there. And then once you get there, use the hooks and use the uppercuts in order to finish the job, in order to get the power off. And with Tyson, you're going to get that random stun. You're going to get those tough, hard shots, especially if it's a counter shot. And most likely when you use them, you're going to put your opponent down once or twice. That's just what Tyson almost guarantees you every time he's in the ring. So in order for me to negate that, I'm playing a real careful match, and I'm taking advantage of his passiveness, of his willingness to stay on the outside and, you know, kind of let me set the tempo and the pace. So we're using the jab in this round. He landed a counter shot moments ago, but we were able to come back with a counter shot of our own. So at this point, I'm still feeling pretty confident in the fact that I believe I can outbox him and I can use the jab. I can cut the ring off on him. And then once I land enough jabs and make him miss enough times, I can land my hard shots, my hooks, my uppercuts, and even the straights. I can land those shots, and that will be enough for me to get the job done. Now, the one thing I should have been doing a lot more earlier in this fight, instead of going for the head all the time, should have been giving more combinations and more focus downstairs to the body. Tyson, like I said, he weakens in terms of conditioning by round number 5. So I should have been trying to put more emphasis on that in these first 2 rounds, just to let him know this is where I'm going, this is where I want to take the fight, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure I get to that point. So that's the end of round number 2. It's 2 rounds that I do feel like I won. I feel like the one thing I need to do is get better angles when I'm on the inside. This way I can land my combinations, I can land my hooks, I can land my uppercuts. And with me being able to do that, it will be round after round after round for me without him being able to do major damage at all. So this is the main reason why I don't like Tyson on the outside, is because 1, he wasn't designed to go that way, but 2, his reach is too short for you to really be fighting on the outside. Now, while Kobe Nichols has the 70-inch reach and he has that height, I do believe he has this kit where he's fast, has good defensive ratings, and he could dish out some decent punishment. And the fact that I'm counter punching while going for it isn't helping him out either. So if he's gonna really try to use the outside, he's gotta look how he's always getting too close to the ropes. Look how he's always in the corners of the ring. That's not where you want to be when you're fighting on the outside. You want to keep the fight into the center of the ring until you're forced to get back on the ropes. And you shouldn't even be on the ropes. You should be scaling the ropes. You should be dancing around it. And look at these combinations. So that's the straight right hand comes out, 2-piece combination to that, followed by the left uppercut, and then we double up that jab, come with the right uppercut, and get your chin check as that right uppercut connects for our first knockdown of the fight. So that's the game plan really coming into fruition. You see the jab setting things up. Once we work the jab and made him miss enough in the center of the ring, we take the fight to the ropes, we throw the combinations, we let the hands go, and a knockdown occurs. That's basically the game plan executed to perfection. Now, of course, we would like to have taken less shots. We wouldn't have liked to be getting hit so much. But when you go into the inside, you're bound to get hit. It's just bound to happen. Now, I do feel like I never got a chance to use Kobe Nichols as a counterpuncher much in this fight. I felt for the most part I had to always be the aggressor, or I always had to just box instead of, you know, he never really gave me much to counter in the center of the ring. And the fact that he was always stepping really made me wary of which angles I should be at whenever I was on the inside and the center of the ring. He was kind of in that phone booth position. You come down to the end of round number 3, you know, things couldn't be going better at this point. I couldn't really be asking for much more. Just gotta say that. I'm gonna take a quick time to explain one comment that I had in my last video from FlexB123 as we take a look at the scorecard. We are up 29 to 26, 3 rounds to none. Good position to be in. You can't ask for a better start. Also having a knockdown, that's like the greatest feeling you can have in the world. So I just wanted to address this comment though. FlexB writes, anyone else notice even the lower level opponents with barely a couple of hundred fights are barely a winning record are step spamming like crazy now. I swear the last 5 opponents I've met that have so records and not a ton of fights are stepping like mad. Either forward step uppercut or side step uppercut, it's all they do. I get this from those guys who are 500 wins, 50 losses type records, but now getting even the lower level morons doing the shameless tactic, all fight. Difference though is they can't fight coming forward to still around back. Basically, he gives you the analogy of, you know, the game plan and the tools that you need afterwards. I'll probably put that comment on the screen in the video when you're watching it. But the main reason I wanted to address that comment is because I want people to realize that the main reason that they're doing this is because they're seeing the guys that are so-called elite fighters trying to get points for their gym who's sticking around the lower overalls. This is what they're seeing as winning tactics. This is what they're losing against, and because of that, they're gonna end up dropping Mike Tyson with this right uppercut. He got his chin check for the 2nd time here tonight. But back to my point. they're seeing this as the tactics that you need to do in order to win. This is what they're losing to, and because it's so effective against them, they're believing that this is what it is that you need to do in order to win fights, when we all know that's not the case. You can play the fight game sim, you can use the jab, you can use the combinations, you can walk your man down, you can box in the center of the ring without having to step spam like crazy and win the matches. But when you're used to seeing something typically and you don't know any better, you typically tend to fall into this. You know, those type of tactics of the step spamming and doing what it is that you see is effective against you. As we land some beautiful power shots at the end of round number 4, headed into round number 5. This is where I'm pretty much thinking he's going to be gassed at this point. He's not going to have much fight left in him. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section, and maybe something everybody else can do to prevent newer guys from, you know, having to deal with this or see this. For me, I don't follow the crowd anyway. I don't follow what it is that I see other people do. I do what it is that I want to do, and I do what it is that is supposed to be done. So that's not a problem for me, and this hasn't been a problem for me coming up through the ranks either. But you know, I just feel like if everybody just took the time to play the game properly, you know, newer guys will learn how to do those tactics, and it'll be a lot more of an enjoyable game. Anyhow, let's get back into the fight though. Now you can see here, I'm just going for the knockout. I'm pretty much saying he's weak at this point. He's not going to have much fight left in him. I'll walk him down. I've been able to catch some knockdowns. I do feel like I can outwork him on the inside, and that's exactly what we're trying to do there with that 6-punch combination. Jab, uppercut, left hooks, all of them are coming out. You're seeing all kinds of shots. Mixing in some power shots downstairs to the body. That right uppercut to the body did not land. We end up throwing a 2-piece hook combination upstairs to the head. Left uppercut, right hook, and then the power straight right down the pipe, and it connects right to the nose bridge, actually right onto the chin. Looked like that knockdown that Archie Moore had against Rocky Marciano in round number 2. That is referred to as the perfect punch, and usually the perfect punch will be enough to put anybody away, as that straight right hand, man, he got cold clocked as he meet the canvas for the 3rd time tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Man, if you guys have not seen that punch, or you know, at least watch the documentary on Archie Moore or Rocky Marciano, they will tell you about that punch and how the photographer got the perfect snapshot when that punch connected. It was a beautiful thing to see. Very beautiful thing to see. Only wish I could have saw it live. Anyhow, last 30 seconds of the round, I had plenty of stamina. I'm figuring, you know, we got him hurt. Let's try to get the job done here. We use the power straight again, and then follow it up with a power right uppercut. And for the last and final time tonight, get your chin check. That's gonna do it. Like, when you deliver the power right uppercut, chin check, and finish, there's no way the guy should be able to get up. But there's also something I'd like you guys to do for me at the end of this video. Hit the like button. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Check out those guys in the description. Follow me on Twitter if you feel the need to do so. I post all kinds of stuff on there. Like other people's videos that you might find interesting. Leave a couple of my thoughts on there every once in a while. But anyway, it's been your boy, Fight Night's Finest, the Sofa Commentator. Peace!
I'm the chronicle of our struggles, the voice of the families like Moses, only keeping it real.